Hey guys, it's Carrie B. How are you? I'm going to show you how to get this look. And I got a new haircut. I hope you like it. I'm kind of obsessed. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of eyebrow comb up here. Gotta tame these things. They're so intense. This is the Fix Plus from Fruity Juicy, and it smells like coconuts. Delicious. For my foundation today, I'm going to use the Pro Longwear Waterproof Nourishing. That's a mouthful. But we've done a shade extension at M.A.C. So this is NW18. So I'm going to give that a try with the Beauty Blender, and we'll see how we like it. Okay, I'm going to start in the center of my face. And I think this color is pretty good. It looks really nice. Sometimes, if you watch my videos on Instagram, you know that I use Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, which is pretty good, but it sometimes can oxidize a little bit dark. So this NW18 option is really nice. I have a little friend here today, and I just put a little bit extra foundation. You can probably see that I have a little glob of it there. I'm just gonna let it sit for a second and let it set up. And then I'm gonna come in and gently blend and tap the product away so it doesn't look harsh there. I'm going to start with a little pop of color. This is one of the Extra Dimension blushes in Fairly Precious, and I'm going to use a 109 brush. And I'm just going to come in here on the high part of my cheek. This blush is so beautiful because it has a little bit of shine in it. It's kind of peachy, and I love that sort of warm cheek, especially against a cooler hair tone. Obviously my skin tone's pretty warm, so it's got a lot of pink in it, so it kind of works, I think, to balance it out. I don't want to go too warm. And I might do a little bronzer too. We have Fruity Juicy that's out, so I'm going to show you some Fruity Juicy products today. But it's got a little bit of a highlight and a little bit of color in one, so if you don't have a lot of time, this is a great product. So here's the packaging for Fruity Juicy. This is actually bronzing powder in refined golden. So if you're a bronzing kind of person, you already have this product. But if you're a collector, this packaging is really adorable and probably something you need. And it looks great with my nails. I am not a bronzy person. However, for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna show you this bronzer today. And I'm actually gonna use it as a little bit of a contour. Normally I don't like to use things that are this warm as a contour color. Ooh, someone texted me. But you know, it's okay. I think it looks cute, and it's hopefully going to be spring at some point. So I'm just using that 109 brush again and coming underneath the cheekbone a little bit and just dusting a bit of this on. If you were using it more as a bronzer, you want to go places where bronzers hit, any high planes of the face, because that's where the sun would naturally kind of kiss your skin. So, you know, brow bone, tip of the nose, maybe the chin, depending, and a little bit on the cheek. This is Cracked Emerald paint, and this is from the Makeup Art Cosmetics Spring Summer 17 collection, and it's amazing. If you're an old school MAC person, you know all about the paints. And I know that we don't have this anymore to buy, but if you did get it, you still have it because these things last forever. So I'm going to use a little bit of the paint and the 219 brush, and we're going to do a little bit of color under my eye. So I'm going to apologize now for the mirror, but I can't see without my glasses on, so everything's a bit fuzzy. So you might have to see me using the mirror a little bit. Now, the great thing about paints is they last a really long time. They stay really well, and they're a great base for eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to use this beautiful bright green here in the middle of the Love in the Glades palette from Fruity Juicy. So beautiful, isn't it? And I'm going to come in and just press that in. That's the one thing about using the paints, is the dry down is pretty quick. So you have to do one eye at a time. So I'm using the same brush, the 219, and I'm just going to come in and intensify that a little. Just to keep things a little bit more simple, I'm going to stay within this palette. So I'm going to pick this sort of mossy green color here in the front of the palette and a 217 brush, which is soft and fluffy. And I'm just going to place that onto my lid. And I think the important thing to remember is if you've already done your foundation, you know, tapping can be a really good technique to use to avoid too much fallout. I always tap my brush. I always pat my brush into the back of my hand to make sure I don't have too much product. Because you can always add more, but trying to clean up under the eye after foundation, it's doable and I do it a lot, but you know, we don't all have time to be cleaning up. I'm going to come in with my 224 brush and just start to carve out the shape of my eye. I like to do a little bit in the inner corner to kind of sculpt, and then almost like you're drawing kind of a diagonal line down to the outer corner of the eye, and I'm going to pull it out a little bit because that's going to help to reshape my eye and extend it. This is the M.A.C Extended Play in Giga Black, and I am obsessed with this mascara. So to finish this look, I'm just going to use a quick application of Cream Sheen Lip Gloss in Cha Cha Cha. This is also part of the Fruity Juicy collection. Gloss is definitely back, so get into it. This is a really easy color for anyone to wear because it's peachy and sheer, and it allows your own natural lip color to come through, which is nice. And that's it. Okay, so we'll add a little highlight. This is Sunrush Luster Drops, and they are a really awesome product. If you've been wearing M.A.C for a long time, you know about the Luster Drops. They come in and out of our lineup, and they are normally limited edition. So if you like them, now's your chance with the Fruity Juicy collection. And I'm just gonna use one or two little drops here. A little bit goes a long way. And you can see I still have the cracked emerald on my hand. And I'm gonna come in with the 184 brush, which is this awesome fan brush you can get at M.A.C Pro. And I'm just gonna dance the product across all of the bristles of the brush. And then I'm going to come into the high planes of my cheek and just kind of tap it in. Do a little Bob Ross happy tree. Oh, happy little highlight right there. And it just adds a really beautiful luminous glow to the skin. You can actually mix these into foundation if you want. They're really easy to use and they give a great result. I think they're really beautiful. And because it's got a little bit of that gold, it really brings out sort of the bronzy feel of this makeup.